Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day. Hi everyone. We will move on to our next lecture under the topic of suspension. Okay, so this will be the part 4 out of 5 topics that we will discuss under the topic of liquid preparations. So at the end of this lecture, there will be 2 hours allocated for this lecture. You are expected to be able to define and classify the various types of suspensions and to describe the pharmaceutical applications of suspension preparations, to describe the physical properties of good suspension and explain the method of preparation, to discuss the various types of suspending agents and to explain the advantages and disadvantages of suspension preparations. So as we have described at the beginning of the lecture, there are 3 different types of liquid preparation. So today we will focus on suspensions. And I would like to remind you again that suspension is a biphasic liquid preparation, which means that it is a heterogeneous preparation, incorporated solid in liquid. So for today, let's focus on suspension. So what is suspension? Suspension is actually a liquid preparation, consists of solid particles. So the solid particles are the internal phase, dispersed throughout a liquid phase. Okay, so this is the external phase in which the particles are not soluble. So if the particles are soluble in the liquid phase, it will form solution instead. So when the particles are not soluble, this will lead to the formation of a suspension. There are different types of suspensions. We have oral suspension, topical suspension, ophthalmic suspension. So what is the meaning of ophthalmic? Ophthalmic is for the application into the eye. Okay, and also we have also injectable suspensions. As an example, for oral suspension, we have MMT suspension. Mixture of magnesium trisilicate that is used in the treatment of gastric, of gastritis. It's a white color preparation, so it's a suspension of insoluble magnesium trisilicate in water. For topical suspension, we have a common example, which is the calamine lotion. Okay, so calamine lotion is often prescribed for itchiness. Okay, that when you apply to your skin, after evaporation of the external phase, it will leave a layer of powder on the skin. Ophthalmic suspension is for eye application, and also for injection, we have an example, the MPA injection. This is a type of hormone, a type of hormone injection. It is we have to remember that injectable suspension for injectables are only for intramuscular route and not for IV or intrathecal. IT or intrathecal means injection to the brain. So suspension, injection in the form of suspension is not acceptable, for intrathecal administration and also for intravenous administration. For intravenous administration, if you give a suspension as an injection, it will lead to the blockage of the blood vessel. So this is not acceptable. So thus, you have to remember, for suspension in the form of injectables, it is only for the application through intramuscular route, IM, not for the other application.